Good morning, everyone. I just kind of felt like making a new video today. Um, Not sure what this is going to be about, but I'm just going to start it off with I've been hit with burnout. It has punched me in the gut, and I'm working my way back up to standing. And apologies if the dog starts barking. I swear it was quiet until I got out here. So dog's always barking when I'm trying to record out here. And I in one of my videos, the second anniversary video that I made of my channel, I talked about how I didn't know how to combat burnout. I still technically don't, but I feel like I have a good idea, and I'm going to be trying it out. And it's to just try new things. I'm not much of a vlogger, but here we are. I've been considering it. I've been thinking about doing more vlogs, I guess. And the only thing that made me not want to do vlogs is because, like, most of the time they're kind of like random or whatever, not important. And I always try to attach meaning to every video that I make. And see, here I'm trying to do it now. I'm trying to attach meaning to this type of video by, like, providing an answer to a solution, or an answer to a solution, sorry, an answer to a problem. But yeah, I accidentally ended up skipping an upload week. I've been very good for the past few months. I want to say 3 or 4, I can't remember, where I've been uploading weekly. Yeah, it's had to have at least been 4 by now. And I ran into a snag with my my video. At the moment it hasn't come out, but it's finally done. It's probably going to come out this Thursday, because that's the day I try to upload all my stuff. But I was like, a little green screen skit, and then I found out that my green screen setup is trash. It's not big enough. I'm too tall to fit in the green screen. The folds, like, I don't have enough clips to hold it to where it's completely flat. It's a pain to set up. So yeah, I've only ever tried to use the green screen in one other video, and it was my short, and even then it still looked horrible. So that's why that video took a while, and then I had to try out rotoscoping in After Effects. And so that was another subscription that I had to apply for, and I'm probably not going to be trying to do that for a while, so I'm probably going to cancel that. So that video ended up costing about $50 to make, for Premiere and then After Effects combined. Yikes. I hear DaVinci Resolve has a way of rotoscoping, and you can buy the whole thing for like $230. So if I ever want to do a whole bunch of rotoscoping, I might try out DaVinci. I'm a little scruffy and scraggly in this video, and you can do all the skincare in the world and things will still pop up and stay there for weeks on end, And this lighting, everything just kind of shows. Everything shows on my face, so I'm just a little insecure, I guess. I'm a little insecure about it, but that's not the point. So I think I'm going to be trying some new stuff, and try for more vlogs. I have a video where I just want to rant about a new Zelda game that's coming out later this year. So that's gonna come out sometime this week, I'm sure. And then I got a new gameplay video with that skit that took me a few weeks, and that skit that skit took me a while because, well, it was a challenge to learn rotoscoping, and then I got really bored and then really lazy. So yeah, I kind of let my Nintendo Direct reaction video be a stand-in for a video last week, and I'm not the most happy that I did that, but it's whatever. So I kind of allowed myself to catch a break, and I'm gonna try and get back into the flow of uploading more gameplay stuff. The game that I uploaded, or sorry, the game that I recorded, and you will see on Thursday, it was fun. I wanted to do a couple more episodes. I mean, and like, I think I still am. I'm a little less excited to do so. I don't know. I just like, I game hop like crazy. Just like maybe a couple more with that game, and then I immediately want to jump into another game that I already had planned alongside this one, and still thinking about finishing that horror game that I played. God, yeah, I'm still really thinking. Shut up! You dog's trying to bark in my video. But yeah, still thinking about finishing that flippin' horror game. I don't do horror games, but I don't know. This one was fun. I had to prioritize a different game at the time, and now that game's done. I've also, I did not mean to, I know no one, currently watching cares about this at the moment, but I do have a second channel, and I accidentally abandoned it. The idea for that channel was to be an early access channel. Like, I would trim the video to like up to about 40 minutes instead of like my usual 20-ish, and then I would upload it like to my second channel. It would be like a weekly thing, and then it became the priority. Like, my second channel became more of a priority than my main one. And then when I realized that, I was like, oh, I gotta switch things around, and then I accidentally abandoned it. So yeah, I think I have a bit more plans for my second channel whenever I still can get around to it. It's been on my mind for months now. Instead of it being like an early access channel, I'm thinking it's gonna be like a whatever series I can't finish on my main channel kind of thing. Obviously, there's quite a few games that I haven't finished on my main channel that I can finish on my extras channel. So yeah, that would be Paper Mario, Mario RPG, Metroid Prime. At least these are the plans. I don't plan on finishing Sonic Frontiers, unfortunately. I don't feel like it. And whatever, big narrative games I decide to record afterward. Yeah, definitely glad I didn't do Mario and Luigi Brothership. That would have been a third Mario RPG, and that game is taking me so freaking long. Oh boy, if I tried recording that, I'd be struggling. Oh, I'd be struggling. What am I rambling about? I don't know. I told you I don't know what this video is about, but I'm in a little bit of a burnout, and I'm just kind of voicing a verbal plan, a verbal slew of things I could do. I do have a new skit in mind, so that's gonna be fun if I ever get around to it. Usually whenever I have an idea for a skit, I'm like, oh yeah, that's nice, and then I don't do it. Trying to get back into the swing of things. I want to put a couple more meaningful, less vloggy type videos, like similar to like the heart to art videos, but like maybe not necessarily needing to draw something. Yeah, I want to do a couple more of those. I want to definitely lean into some more skits for sure. I say that every time, but it's the truth. It is what I want to do. And the goal is usually a gameplay video every Thursday. But, if that doesn't happen, then I'll at least have something to upload every week. unless something weird happens, you know? Just been walking around my backyard. I hope it's not like making anyone like motion sick or anything. I'm not moving around too much, am I? I don't know. If y'all puked, I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess while I'm on the topic, this is going to be a topic that I'm going to be talking about in a different video that I'm thinking about, like just making a topical video. But I'm just going to talk about, so I have this system in place where, you know, I am a variety channel, and I do, you know, have a bunch of different things that I like to try. So I label all of my different videos based on the color of the border of the thumbnail. And I'm thinking about adding a couple of new ones and changing a couple of others. Or at least changing at least one. So red will be gameplay as always. Orange is like a multiplayer video. Yellow is a discussion video. Mostly I'm gonna go with this discussing video game stuff. That's what it's been so far, and that's what it's going to continue to be. I always wanted to do like review videos. Like that was the idea, but then I like never actually got around to doing it, and I'm still not sure if I'm going to do that. But if I do like a game review video or whatever, that's also going to be a yellow video. It was going to be green, but it's kind of along the lines of like discussion. So discussion / review, video game themes, yellow. That's what the yellow border is going to be. Vlogs are going to be light blue, or cyan, or whatever. I picked that color because it's my favorite color, and because, you know, the vlogs are going to be a little bit more about me and what's going on with me. So that's why I chose that. White is kind of like miscellaneous, or like, I don't know how to label this, or just like it's actually like sometimes an important video. I don't know. Just like white is generally a good go-to for a border. And pink is like for like the heart-to-art videos and anything like meaningful, or like really like, you know, like there's a message that I'm trying to put in the video. There's like a message I'm trying to give you guys, trying to put some light out in the world. So that'll be the pink ones. I'll find something for green, I guess. If I ever do anything music related, that's going to be purple. That's the plan, if I ever do anything music related. So yeah, I've been in a little bit of a rut, and I'm trying to get out, trying new things, and just hope you're all doing well. Times are tough right now, and I'm trying to stay in my best attitude, because like with all the things that are going on in the world, and I'm just, you know, in my room playing video games and, you know, trying to act all happy and cheery and stuff like that, you know, like you kind of feel like I get like a sense of guilt for seeming ignorant, or you know, like I'm ignoring the stuff that's going on in the world. I mean, like I would like to ignore the stuff that's going on right now, but you know, it keeps showing up in my face. And if I'm still like, I still try to be happy, you know, for the videos, and it's not usually fake. I don't fake my happiness on my videos. I mean, if I'm happy in my videos, it's generally because, well, I am distracted enough to not think about that kind of thing, and it ends up, you know, being a real thing in the videos. I know I'm not at a position to where, you know, people know me, or know that I'm not in a position to be in a place where everyone knows that I exist, but still putting out videos where I'm being light and happy, you know, I'm putting it out there to not only help myself, but to help other people get through these certain things. You know, it's I've heard crazy stories about how much a single YouTuber helped someone get through a very hard part of their life. And I mean, I'm gonna say that watching my favorite people certainly has helped me get through a lot of things too. So I hope I can help do the same, and if not, well, then there's there's other people on the platform. Also, there are a couple other things that I'd like to add. So, a little shout out to my mom. She helped bring up this idea that you should set up what would be called like a personal med kit, or like a little something to help revive, you know, certain parts of you, like to in regards to burnout, because like when you're burnt out, you do need a change of scenery. You do need a change of process, a change in your schedule, and sometimes you also need to revisit some things you haven't either seen or heard in a while. So, like, for instance, if you were to set up your own med kit that was to help inspire you to, get back into a position of creativity, or getting back into, enjoying life again, you start listening to music that gives you energy. You start listening to people who have, like like, let's say, like a spiritual teacher, for instance. I've been, kind of on a spiritual upbringing myself, and I have a couple of people on YouTube that I listen to help me, you know, recenter myself. And generally, they tell me stuff that I already know. They tell me stuff that I like. Like, I can already predict what they're going to say, but sometimes they say it in ways that's like, oh, um, wow, okay, that clicked immediately. Another way that you could do it is, play old games that you absolutely love. You like, it could be a game you just like played a month ago, but you're like, I need to go and play it again. a good feel show, good feel movies from your childhood, stuff like that. Just like stuff will make you happy again. Something I did, and it's kind of weird. I don't know, but I kind of dipped into a little personal med kit for myself, and that was watching my second anniversary video, because I have to pat myself on the back. I think I put together a solid, detailed video regarding, how to handle things on YouTube, and burnout was a topic in that video, and I didn't exactly provide an answer on how to an answer on how to fight it exactly. And I guess that's kind of what this video was supposed to be, just like what I'm going through and how I'm trying to get through it. So there's that. Also, just like, especially when it comes to creative burnout, I heard a story from a YouTube channel. Unfortunately, I cannot remember who said it, and I won't be able to find it because it was weeks ago. So I don't know who this is, so I'm sorry. Just taking your story as an example. There was this girl who was like a storyboard artist, and she's confronted by her boss, and the boss sees her work, and he's like, "Have you seen any movies lately?" And she's like, "No, I've been so busy working on this stuff for so long, I don't have time to." And he's like, "Well, I can tell. It's your stuff is not very inspired." And and then it like clicked for her that, like, oh, my stories are lacking inspiration because I haven't been actually seeking any inspiration. And that's something I've been kind of doing myself ever since I've been doing uh, like the whole gaming YouTube thing. I have a I have avoided watching other gaming YouTubers that are kind of in the same style as me, or something like that, just like the let's play type of channel. I, except for a certain YouTuber that is my biggest influence, but even then I still don't catch up on everything that he uploads. So, sometimes I've been avoiding that, and I've been mostly avoiding that to avoid comparison. Like, because when I'm watching that stuff, I tend to compare myself to the person that I'm watching, and I immediately see like, oh, I'm doing this all wrong and stuff like that, and then it becomes a numbers game, and then and then it just all goes downhill. But the rule is you're not supposed to compare yourself, and it is good to go and find inspiration, listen to the people you like to listen to, learn from them, and then make music based on that. Look at your favorite artists and then learn from them. That's how inspiration works. Unfortunately, not everything can come from just your head. And sometimes when it does, it's not enough. Listen to your favorite music if you're a musician. Watch your favorite movies if you are like a story writer. Read your favorite books if read your favorite books if you're a story writer too. Just like, don't put yourself in a bubble. Don't bury your head in the sand if you want to continue to create stuff. Watch your favorite YouTubers, and also look for new people too. I don't know why I almost neglected to say that, but definitely look out for new people too. Yeah, if you're trying to get into YouTube, see what other people are doing. Give them a chance. Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, which is actually my bedtime, so I should probably just go sleep. This was a little ranty, not gonna lie. Just a little update. Vlogs, I guess, are not supposed to be perfect, so to speak. I didn't expect much, but yeah, free rants to go around. But hope you guys are doing good. I'm sure you guys will see a couple of my videos this week. Have a great day. I love you all. Stay safe. Make good choices. I'll see you guys on the flip side.